Back on the spring football edition of Big Ten tonight, we head to East Lansing for Michigan State's green and white game. Starting quarterback Kirk Cousins scrambling, finding B.J. Cunningham, guy recently reinstated from suspension, in for the score. Cousins, 10 of 15, 254 yards, that touchdown, and no picks. Another guy back from suspension after that fight on campus last season before Michigan State's bowl game. Mark Dell making a couple of defenders miss. Dell had a huge spring game, 4 catches for 133 yards, 44 on that play alone. A year ago, the running back position was filled by committee. Nick Hill trying to become a committee member, averaging over 10 yards on his 5 carries. That touchdown putting the Green Squad up 17-3. Andrew Maxwell likely going to be the backup now with Keith Nichol slotted in at wide receiver to Edwin Baker. Some sweet moves for the 17-yard score. Maxwell, as impressive as Cousins, 18 of 34 for 244 in the touchdown. Michigan State's opener at home against Western Michigan. After a somewhat disappointing 2009 ending in their bowl loss, Michigan State still in search of the program's first postseason win in nearly a decade. Former QB Keith Nichol now at wideout, where he'll be joined by Mark Dell and B.J. Cunningham, as I mentioned, recently reinstated. All-American linebacker Greg Jones returns to anchor the defense. Mark D'Antonio now standing by with our Elisa Byington.
Mark D'Antonio, it's been a year where you've welcomed back some players. You've reestablished a team. How did this team do this spring?
I thought our team played very well this spring. I thought the chemistry is very good. Leadership from within is very, very good. And if you had an opportunity to come out and watch the game today, you know, we've got some guys that can make some plays, playing hard on defense, and playing with a lot of excitement. So I feel very optimistic about things.
Keith Nichol, 3 catches today, but what has he done for you if you look at the whole body of work for this spring?
Well, first of all, what you have to look at is him being totally unselfish in terms of moving to that position. Guy just wants to play. He's going to get on the field at a full-time basis. He can play a lot of different positions for us, obviously, and we can use him in a lot of different ways. But the first thing you recognize about him is his toughness and his unselfishness as a person, and that's good for our football team. With experience at certain positions, especially the quarterback position and what Cousins brings, and if you watch Maxwell out here today, he was impressive as well. But, you know, with an experienced quarterback, you'd have a tendency to have a better chance to win at the end of games. So, you know, I like where we're at. I always say that. I've said that for 3 years now. Our guys will compete. We can play with anybody on our schedule, and we can compete for a championship, and that's what we'll try and do.
This guy always quotes George Perlis as saying it's a game of inches. It will certainly be inches when it comes to work ethic this summer, guys. Back to you.